can't believe what I'm seeing. Is this really a free fall? Anyway, not like it wasn't so unexpected. Let's look at the daily chart. I've not actually touched this since the last video, by the way. So, we still got this S&P performance down here versus Bitcoin to keep that in mind, I guess. The last video was a few days ago. WoW Classic launched. Apologize for that.
Love these lazy Saturdays.
It's Wednesday, Homer.
Work!
15 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. And I still look okay. Yes, I look okay. Anyway, trend line broken again. We discussed this. This pattern has a more chance of breaking down suddenly than it does up, etc., etc. But what is happening right now has definitely already happened before. Here where the break occurred, moderate levels of volume. Here where it happened again, very low levels of volume. Here, again, very, very low volume. So, let's put on our tinfoil hats. Now, I really can't be bothered to go to the kitchen and get some tinfoil and put it into a hat form. That's a lot of effort. But here's state-of-the-art CGI instead. That probably looked ridiculous. Let's theorize what games the whales might be playing. When volume is low, it takes less USD or less Bitcoin to make sudden, rapid, violent changes in the market. Hope that makes sense. Imagine a order book that's pretty thin. If it's pretty thin, it's easier to punch a hole through it. That's kind of what whales can do. Switching over to the 1 hour chart can actually show us that punch a little bit easier. Bang. An easy 5%, 5-6%. Within 1 hour. In fact, it probably is even shorter. Within 30 minutes, the move happens. So within 30 minutes, either one person or maybe a few colluded together to instantly tank the market. Well, within 30 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? When they know when it's going to happen, am I making any sense? This is harder than I thought with less sleep. Whales love volatility because they themselves created it, or at least they can do. If you know what is going to happen before it happens, that's pretty powerful information. You could get up to a lot of trouble. You can get up to no good with that information.
Chase me, Susie! Chase me!
Good. Let's say you're Bitfinex, for example, not known as the most, ethical company in the world. I think I can safely make that assumption. You see that right now, 75% of people on your platform are in a long position. Wow. And all it takes is maybe a couple hundred Bitcoin, if that. Dump it, liquidate them, collect those juicy fees, or if you're not affiliated with any exchange, you open up a short contract. You yourself dump your Bitcoin. You buy when it gets low, because you know exactly where it's going to go. You buy that local bottom exactly, close your short position, cash in. It's money on top of money. You just need to have money. That's a great quote out of context. That makes no sense. So what am I trying to say here? Well, I really wouldn't be surprised to see us go back into this triangle. I mean, we could definitely fall further, but so far, let's take a look. Here it is visualized. I will, of course, come back and check on this. I'll do that for you. But ultimately, is price manipulation new? Hell no. Is margin trading good for 99% of people? Hell no. Just hold. Unless we enter a bear market, then just go ahead and sell everything at the top. Now, I gotta do it. I gotta cover it. Australian man who says he invented Bitcoin ordered to hand up over $5 billion. There seems like a movie script in here somewhere. Just saying. U.S. court orders Craig Wright to share cryptocurrency haul with the estate of American programmer David Kleiman. This court case is so weird, but let me break it down real quick. Woman says Craig Wright has stolen my deceased husband's 500,000 Bitcoin he mined in 2010. Craig turns around and says, yes, I have those Bitcoin. Here is some wallets that have a total of around 1.1 million Bitcoin. Can't open them, can't give you proof they're mine. But they're locked away right now it would take me and 3 other people to come together like the Power Rangers to form a key. I don't know where those individuals are right now. I think one of them's dead. But in January, the key will automatically form and be delivered to me by a mysterious courier, and I will have all of the coins in my possession at that point. You know that what is it, surprised GIF? Yeah, that one. The story is ridiculous, and it's like, whenever it involves Craig, there's a lot of talk and there's zero proof. There's literally no proof of any of this. So let's assume Craig's lying. All right. Why would he show the judge some wallets and say they're mine when he's being accused of having stolen them? He didn't even try and hide it. Because he's just that honest? Because he's just that nice a guy?
Over! And more qualified than you, okay?
Maybe? But he can't turn around now and say he's not Satoshi because, well, he'd be in a lot of trouble, so he's just kind of stuck. But just a quick news story about this. So people were saying the other day that this is really bad news because if, and that is a big if he hands over those coins, then the estate of the Kleiman family would have to pay a hefty amount in fees. $2 billion, which they need to sell Bitcoin unless they've got that lying around, which they don't. But Dave Kleiman died on April 26, 2013. At the time, Bitcoin traded for roughly $510. Thus, the amount in question was valued at just under $3 million, well below the $5 million Federal Reserve estate tax exemption that year. So there wouldn't actually be a fee as far as I understand this. But honestly, I'm just really tired of all these doomsday hypotheticals. It's not the first one. I think CSW has also claimed that by the end of 2019, because there's a fatal flaw in BTC, there will be no more BTC at the end of this year. So, I mean, do you know what? I'm going to try and not bring him up again until next year, where no doubt he will have an excuse as to why none of the Bitcoin has moved, and another doomsday prophecy for us all to laugh at. But I'll keep an eye on this, because that is a metric ton of Bitcoin. What a crazy world crypto is. Can never just relax. Can we lighten up the mood a little bit?
Hey, did you bring the beer?
No. Oh. But I brought this cat! Yeah!
That's better. Thanks for watching. Come on. Do something. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Looking at the Bitcoin charts, you really don't want to poke this thing right now. It's a classic descending triangle pattern.